repurpose, resurface, reimagine, reacquaint, renovate, reinvent, reawaken, repair. Chalk of hopscotch squares. 1, 2, uproot, fescue. 3, 4, foundation pour. 5, 6, 17th Avenue, sandstone quarry bricks. 9, 10, skip, hop, jump ahead 100 years. Start again.
Culture and economics are intimately tied, and I think a city cannot really sustain itself unless it's supporting its art sectors.
One of the issues for artists in Calgary is how can they stay here and make a living? Move from student artists to professional artists, making their living off their art.
These people are either individual artists or they work in organizations that have been around for decades. And you know what's interesting or challenging is that these organizations are always struggling to find space.
So cSPACE became the excellent organization to execute on this dream, this vision for this building.
We must focus on a strategy to connect people and ideas through places that fuel creativity, foster community, ignite collaboration, and inspire change.
Tag the boxcar and dance within. Echoing ring around the rosy children. Marching band maneuvers, cheerleader scissor kicks. Child's hand in mother's hand. A gallon of drywall mud in builder's calloused clutch. As much a dreaming, pioneering stride inside the high-ceilinged incubator of imagination as when prairie, plow, and pencil collide.
And King Edward School was one of the last schools and one of the last great institutional buildings built in Calgary out of sandstone.
King Edward School has sat vacant for 10 years, which is one of the worst things that can happen to a heritage building. And the new use that cSPACE has found for this will bring new life and preserve the building for many generations to come in the public trust.
I acted for cSPACE when they purchased the King Edward School from the Calgary Board of Education, so that's how I first met the project. And when that was over, I'd become totally enamored with it.
I really think what's most exciting about this project and this place is the legacy that this building actually has for the community. And I think one of the most exciting parts of this project is going to be restoring this building as an important landmark in the community.
A restored 100-year-old sandstone school, reimagined as a 21st century hub that dissolves boundaries and amplifies collaboration across disciplines and across sectors.
Hammer and sweat, prepare set for inaugural performance. Dancers trace frenetic treads of muddied children's boots on linoleum. Test acoustics of bathroom cubicles. Find online samples of handbells and blocks. Reintroduce the vapors of lost sounds to long halls and chambers. Lonely for a youngster's version of rhythm. Stress of debt and doubt, the sister of students' insecurity and teacher regret. That doesn't look like a horse?
Collaboration is really important because it allows organizations and artists to bounce ideas off of each other. It expands our own scope of research, and it expands ultimately what we can do. Artists can leverage off of each other to become more adventurous and more ambitious.
I'm really excited to be a part of this creative space because as a career as a programmer, I get to utilize all these different spaces for all these different artists.
And members who might be a sound artist or a performance artist that want to integrate animation into their projects will have those resources at their fingertips.
An exciting opportunity that the King Edward presents is a place for all these artists that have their separate careers working in different aspects of the city can come together into a common venue, and there's an opportunity for them to be working with each other. And then there's more of a beacon for the public to come see the art.
Power cord from a fender to Ville rattles chalkboard sill as coffee-craving creatures in a crust of lacquer and acrylic forego idyllic for grotesque, tests the safe symmetry of nervous neighbors. Less a bird flip than invitation to embrace the uncertain trip. Lady in the Tramp spaghetti strand, psychedelic lemonade stand, performance rodeo.
One of the things the Craft Council is very interested in is sustainability. We want to be able to have somewhere where we can support our craft makers in a long term.
We're really looking for that next step, something that can elevate our career and create something that's more sustainable and more public. And the King Edward really offers an opportunity for us to do that.
I feel that there will be a cross-pollination in the King Edward School of ideas, not just artistic, but business ideas, and that will bring us to the next level of business entrepreneurship and artistic collaboration and creation.
What makes a community vibrant and vital is diversity, it is inclusion, and art can be that motivator that brings groups together, The King Edward is providing a platform for that inclusivity, for that diversity, for these groups to come together and build a broader community.
Preserve proto-primitive, hardly a breath since ancient charms, machines requiring engagement of the entire arm were wonders of the day. Re-employed looms and silk screens now bathe in the glowing logo of a once-bitten fruit. Paint from the pagan sacred riverbank powder stores, timeless as a pocket watch, patience, labor, enticing the unplugged forward thinker, the backtracking innovator.
There's a shift taking place in Calgary, a growing excitement about who we are becoming as a city in Canada and globally. There's a restlessness from Calgary's creative talent, wanting our city to be even more remarkable, more innovative, more open, more edgy. They want to make Calgary a city of dynamic communities.
This process to get to today, where this school will be the arts incubator, has had a phenomenal process of community engagement. There has never been more beautiful, rewarding community involvement.
The arts incubator function that this school is to provide is something that I think any other community would be jealous to have in the heart of where they are.
What a beautiful way to preserve the history of this building and to respect the history of this building.
This building is going to become the heart of the community. It really is. It's going to be what defines this neighborhood.
cSPACE is a dream that's been many years in the making. There are so many talented people who are working to make this happen.
It's just absolutely exciting to imagine cSPACEs in every community of the city.
Child's unfettered soul, skin untouched by heartbreak and alcohol, paints a bird's eye view of a brown beige smudge on the rise like a castle. Moat of monkey bars and soccer pitches, honeycombed house rows surrounding beginnings. Colored dots, kids beyond the boundaries, past the frantic experiment to mountain, river, field. Ambition into reflection, married to play outside easy confines, awaiting dinner. They harmonize, scrawl, and spin with the abandoned wonder and fury of the young heart. Reharness, recapture, reveal, art.